Undercover procrastination, doing but not doing what will have the biggest impact on your business. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming Community. Today is Wednesday, Entrepreneur Unleashed, and I'm offering this important topic to help entrepreneurs, coaches get their business off the ground. So let me change the screen a second. Here we go, so you can see me. Thank you very much for being here. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. It's just what I ask. If you're watching on YouTube and you're liking this, you want to subscribe to the channel. If you want to tap into the notifications, so you get the notifications when I offer new trainings. I'm doing this to help as many people out there with their business. I've been an entrepreneur for 27 years. And I struggled out of those 27 for 13 years, guys. Yes, I started trying different businesses, trying to get them off the ground since I was more or less 19 years old. And it didn't go well for many, many years. I even had my second business, not this one that I'm doing, but the other business that it really went well. At the beginning, it wasn't going anywhere. I was barely making it. I thought about quitting so many times, but I kept on going. And eventually I started working with this amazing mentor that started teaching me how the mind works and why I was stuck, not being able to get the business off the ground. And again, as I always say, it had nothing to do with skills, with business skills. It had to do with mindset. The mind is very tricky, quote unquote, in a way, because a lot of people that I talk out there, and I've been studying this for the past 5 years. My mission was to start studying why is it that so many entrepreneurs, coaches out there are struggling, and why a few out there are making it. And I've seen, really shocking things. The first thing that I've seen a lot is what I call undercover procrastination. What does that mean? Is that the mind is tricking you to stay busy. You're doing things for your business. Don't get me wrong. You might be 14 hours a day, 12 hours a day working on your business, but you're not actually putting the time and effort in the things that are going to have the biggest impact in your business. And I said this many times, but I'm going to say it over and over again, because if we don't work on this side, on really checking, okay, is this really going to impact my business in the next couple of weeks, maybe even a month or not? And you got to start separating, and maybe make a list of 2 columns, wherein one is the things I need to do and the things that are going to need to do, but are going to move the scale of my business. It's going to move, the really started to get clients. Because one of the biggest things that we need to understand, we need clients. We need money to be able to keep investing and growing our business, to pay the bills, to whatever it is. So if you don't have clients and you're spending hours every day, days, weeks on your website, you're spending a lot of time on your videos, on the content that you're creating, but you're not actually talking to people, reaching out to people, that's what I call undercover procrastination. You're doing what is less resistant, least uncomfortable, and you're not doing what is the most uncomfortable thing, that is getting out there and talking with people. Yes, you might need a website in the future to be able to, create more respect, more authority, all those things. But there's people out there that have made thousands of dollars with a Google sheet, with a link to Stripe or to PayPal or any other, payment processor to get paid, right? So it is not the most important thing. And you might say, oh yeah, but Tommy, I need to. Are you making $5,000 or $10,000 a month? I can hear you then. But if you're not making any money, if you're barely making any money, stop trying to convince me, and not right now, but in your mind, stop, throwing up things that, oh no, I need to do this. I need to do that. Before I do this, I need to do this. Whatever you're telling yourself that is not getting you closer to make money, to have clients, is a lie that you're telling yourself to stay away of doing what is most uncomfortable. One of the biggest things that I teach is to reach out to people. The coaches that I work with, the entrepreneurs that I work with, when they're service-based, even when there's products in the way, but normally if it's a low product, it's a low-cost product, it's difficult, right? But when we're selling services, right, and we're charging good money for what we're offering, we're going to start talking to people. We're going to try to get them on a call, and on a call, turn that call into a sale call and try to get them interested in buying whatever we're offering. If you're not doing, look at the fireworks. If you're not doing that, whatever else you're doing is going to keep you stuck with your business. Seriously, I have done the research. I've been an entrepreneur for many years, and I thought I knew better. But if you look, Alex Hormozi, Tanner Chittister, they have made millions of dollars, and I have built a six-figure business doing exactly what I'm teaching you. If you want to keep convincing yourself that you need to do other things like, oh, but if Tommy, I cannot, get clients or get people to buy something if I didn't finish my course. If you're going to sell a course, first, try to see if you can get on calls with people and, offer them value. Check with them if what you're doing is what they want. If what you're doing, you're speaking their language, because you need to speak the language of your niche. So if you're not talking to people, or at least 20, 30, or even 50 people, you're not doing the right thing. Because putting together a course because you think that that's what people need, and you haven't really done the research out there, talking with people, not just ChatGPT. What is the biggest pain points of people out there? That is not the solution. I see that a lot of people are using AI to try as a crutch to try get moving forward. But instead of using a crutch, why don't you run? If I go to a marathon with a crutch and try to run fast in a marathon with a crutch, it's going to be very difficult, except I put it, I hold it and I run. But if I'm really using it on my arm, the crutch, it's going to be very difficult to be able to get into a good position in the marathon. The same thing, building your business. A lot of people are using crutches and they're slowing them down, because what you need to do is start talking to people. Yes, you need to start talking to people. You need to start getting people to know you. If you're not doing it, you are destroying your business. And that is, again, undercover procrastination. It's procrastinating by trying to convince yourself that you're not. That is how sneaky the mind works. The mind is going to keep you thinking that what you're doing is the most important thing when it actually is not. Seriously, people, I see this over and over again. People try to convince themselves, and even try to convince me that, oh, but Tommy, I need to have my website, I need to have my landing page, I need to have, my videos together. If you are working on service-based consultant, coach, and you're selling your services, before trying to make passive income, as they call it, right, put it in a court and start making a lot of money, you need to start talking to people. You need to start coaching people. You need to test your course with people. And at the beginning, it's going to be for free. Then you can start charging. But if you start trying to charge $10,000 for whatever you have, $5,000, nobody bought from you, there's no way you're going to get out there and people are going to start buying. It doesn't work like that. If you look, Alex Hormozi, one of the biggest nowadays names out there, he says, how do I start building, a list of people to reach out? Friends, family, and then other people, that acquaintances. And you're going to send them a message saying, hey, look, I'm doing this, right? Do you know anybody that might benefit from this? You're not saying, would you like this? Do you know anybody that would benefit from this? If you're, I don't know, if you're coaching in, dieting, if you're coaching on, a personal trainer, if you're coaching in, fitness or mindset or confidence, love, relationship, whatever it is, or even a consultant, business coaching, marketing coaching, whatever it is, you need to get out there. You need to start talking to people and test your knowledge, test your skills. Just because you read something from someone, you gathered and put together a course, right? You think that that's going to work for anyone. It might not. So you need to really, I tell people, there's information, knowledge, and being able to teach the knowledge. Information is gathering information from different courses. That's it, like reading a book, and that's it. Reading a book into really understanding that book, that's when we did at school a book report. We did stuff with that book to really break apart the book and then put it back together in our own way. That is when you create your own course, good course, not crappy stuff that ChatGPT put together and now you want to sell, because that doesn't work like that, right? So information, turn it into knowledge, and then turn it into teachable knowledge. How do you turn knowledge into teachable knowledge? By teaching it and breaking it apart, putting it back together, breaking it apart, put it back together in different ways to see what people resonate with. Seriously, it's very important to understand that. It's about doing stuff that resonate with people. How do you know if it resonates with people? Not because ChatGPT told you, because you've talked to people, you really connected with them. And eventually, as you connect with them, you build authority, respect. People are going to be more interested in buying from you what you have. But seriously, I've seen so many people using AI and using so many tools as crutches, but they're holding them back. They're not really helping you, because you heard a guy that says with AI, you can make $10,000 a month like he did. Normally, that's bullshit. He's just selling the course for you to think that you're going to make $10,000 a month. So he's making money with a false promise that he's making, because I'm pretty sure that he didn't make $10,000 specifically with that. And seriously, I've been studying many people out there. Many of the people that are saying those things out there are lying. They're lying to you. They have no ethics. They have no values. They don't give a crap about you. They don't give a crap about lying. And they just want to sell something to you to make you think that, oh, this made me $10,000 a month and it can make you do that same thing. Buy it. If that technique is making them so much money, why would they share it? I love this idea that I've heard from a couple of people from Shark Tank. If people are making a lot of money out of a technique, why would they share it? Think about that. They wouldn't. So what they're doing is they're making money out of a false promise. Seriously, I've seen it. How many times you've signed up? Seriously, be honest with yourself. Put your hand on your heart and be honest and look back, and how many courses, programs, coaches you have hired that taught you how to supposedly make 5, 10K a month or 7 figures a year, and you haven't even made $5,000 consistently or around that each month. Think about that. How many courses have you bought? A course is going to make you 7, figures. A course is going to make you 6 figures. No, it's BS. The guy selling the course might make money, but that doesn't mean that that course is going to make you that money. So be careful, because there's a lot of people falling in procrastination, not doing what they need to do with the business and convincing themselves that they need to get the next new thing, the next new thing, the next new thing, when actually, no, you got to simplify to outreach, talk to people, get them interested, get them on a call, and see if you can give them good value, help them. And that is the easiest, fastest way to grow your business. Whatever else you're doing, you're procrastinating. You are falling in undercover procrastination without even realizing. I hope that makes sense. If now your mind is saying, oh, this guy doesn't know, this guy, he's wrong. I need to do this first. I need to do this first. No, what you need is outreach. Whatever else, the mind is tricking you. Seriously, listen to Alex Hormozi, Tanner Chichester, something like that with Elite Community. These guys have made millions. Tanner says that he has 5 people, at least 5 people working on reaching out, on outreach. Apart from spending millions, I don't know, in a year or in a month or whatever, with his business in ads, he says that he has 5, 8, I don't remember the number exactly, let's bring it down to 5 people reaching out, talking to people every single day, sending like 100 messages a day over Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. 100 messages a day. 100 messages a day per 5 people. We're talking about 500 people they're reaching out. From those 500 people, you do that times 20, let's pretend 20, it's 10,000 people, 500 people by 20 days. So you'd add 500. Sorry, I did 1,000 plus a zero. Yes, 10,000 messages a month. If my maths is not, doing something wrong, let me check just in case. 500 messages times 20 days, 10,000 messages a day. And I talk to people that they tell me, oh, Tommy, I'm sending 2 messages a day, nobody's responding. I'm sending 5 messages a day, nobody's responding. Yeah. I send around 120 messages a day. I have on Facebook an automation tool that is sending 60 messages a day. And I have on LinkedIn another automation tool that is sending 60 messages a day. So I have within those two, and sometimes I go into another Facebook profile and I do the same thing, right? And it's 100, in this case, it's 120 messages a day. How many responses do I have? I might have sometimes 2, 3 responses maybe on Facebook, maybe, and those normally are friends or people that know me already. LinkedIn, we're talking about new people, quote unquote, they're kind of cold, okay? And I get more responses, maybe 5 responses a day, but normally 4 are, no, Tommy, I'm not interested. I might get 1, let's put it like this, I might get 5 or 6 a week of people saying, hey, I'm interested in what you're telling me, in what you're offering. Seriously, listen to that. So on LinkedIn, I'm sending 60 messages a day times 5, 300 messages a week, 300 messages a week, and I'm getting 5 positive responses. And I have booked already, let me see the numbers to give you an idea. Okay, I like doing statistics to understand where I'm at and the response that I'm getting. I have sent already, this is the 17th day, 1,360 messages, 1,360 messages on LinkedIn. Yes. And I have had already more or less 45 no's, 22 yeses of, hey, tell me more about this, what you're telling me. And I had already 8 people that booked, okay, calls. That is so far my numbers. Okay, so these are the numbers. It's important to understand. So if you're sending 5 messages a day, 10 messages a day, and you look at these numbers, let's put it back, look at this. I'm going to use these numbers to show you something. Look, so we're sending, imagine, 10 messages a day. So it's 200 messages, right? You might get 200 messages. Sorry, no, I'm doing the wrong way. So I got to see this. Of 1,360, there we go, 1.6% said that they were interested. Okay, so out of 200, 1.6%, let's put 1%, is 2 people out of 200 messages. If you're doing it, and people normally don't do that. They send 5, they send 10, maybe one day, second day to 20, they send in total, right? Monday, 10, Tuesday between both 2 days, 20, 30, 40, and now they start complaining because nobody's answering and they stop. That's the best way to destroy your business. That is, again, undercover procrastination. When you're not doing what you need to do, so you think that you need the best messaging app out there, the best content creation out there. No, what you need is outreach. Get good at that and then start creating more content. Then start creating more videos out of what you talk to people. What are their pain points? What did they tell you? What are their dreams? Not what ChatGPT is telling you. A lot of people are using that to avoid talking to people. That is undercover procrastination. If you're not talking to people, you're not going to have any business. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. Most people that have made a business that is not about making 7 figures in 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, whatever, doesn't matter. If you're not making a fake, false promise, the business, you're going to need to talk to people. That's how it works. I've studied these guys. I've seen some people out there that have made, 7 figures with their business. And I saw one of their posts that was, look at this, listen to this. and I have it saved. It says, I teach you how to make $30,000 a month without any experience. That sounds like too good to be true. And yes, it is too good to be true, because normally less than 1%, 0.5, 0.1% of the people in the program might be able to make 7 figures like that. Without any experience, 0%, 0%. People with experience, maybe less than 1%. Without experience, forget it. Forget it. But he's selling a dream, and people are falling for that dream. There's so many lies going on in social media, thinking that without doing any work, working 2 hours a day, you can scale to 6 figures, 7 figures. No, it doesn't work like that. Seriously, listen to these people I'm telling you, not the shitty coach that has barely made money and doesn't give a crap and is lying to people. No, I'm not talking about the shitty coaches. I'm talking about Alex Hormozi, multimillionaire. Tanner, that has made over $100 million with his business. They tell you as it is. You need to put the work in. You need to do outreach. If you want to do ads, you got to spend maybe $50, $30 a day to really, grab people's attention. If you're spending $5, $10 a day, you're going to get really little attention, because there's so much competition out there of people spending $20, $30, $50, or $100 a day to get the same ads that you're trying to get. That's why it's so difficult. See the ads that you're getting on your feed. Seriously, you're competing against a lot of people. So if you don't put good money into ads, and who, when they're starting can spend $50 a day, we're talking about $1,000 a month. A lot of coaches cannot do that. A lot of entrepreneurs cannot do that. So what do you need to do? Outreach. Those are the 2 ways to grow your business, or spending a lot of money on ads and making it work. But that's the other thing, having the ads, the videos and everything, the retargeting. There's many things to consider there, or doing the outreach. I have scaled a business to 6 figures, and I have helped several people scale to 5, 8, 10K a month by doing outreach. Even some people that I know that say that, oh, through messaging, in the back, they do outreach. They don't tell you that. They're selling you the messaging, the posting, the storytelling, but they're doing outreach. Because outreach is the most effective way to target your potential clients. So if you're not doing it, welcome to, again, undercover procrastination. That's how it works. If you're not being able to scale your business, you're convincing yourself not to do what you need to do because it's uncomfortable and you don't want to do it. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be in the same spot in a year from now. I know people still that I've talked to 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. They are in the same. Oh, no, but Tommy, I'm slowly growing. No, Tommy, I'm blah. No, Tommy, the thing is, they're not doing what they need to do. They're stuck. There's different reasons why, than mindset, why I'm not doing it. But convincing yourself that, no, you don't need to do that. Okay, good luck with your business then. See you next year and see where you are. I'm sorry, but I'm needing to tell you the truth. So thank you very much. I hope that makes sense. Again, if you're watching on social media, #live, #replay. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're interested in this, if it resonates, if you want to learn more, tap the subscribe, tap the notification. I go each, Wednesday, normally, or bi-weekly or weekly, depends. I go out and offer value. I offer things to help people start scaling their business. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.